Okay, we're gonna go ahead and get started. My hair looks like a bag of butt. Let's just do this. So I tried to pick everything drugstore because I haven't done one of those in a really long time, and I've been getting a lot of questions about like my favorite drugstore items and stuff like that. So I thought today maybe we could do that. I was originally not gonna do Chit Chat Get Ready With Me anymore, but I was really surprised how many of you guys really enjoy them, which is totally fine. Even if just like 3 people told me don't get rid of that, I wouldn't. So I'm not. So I think I'm gonna keep it at story time, Chit Chat Get Ready With Me, and Sunday Fun Day haul. So I already primed my face because I don't have any drugstore primers. So I'm gonna go ahead and go in with foundation. This is the Covergirl Outlast Stay Luminous. I also love the Covergirl 3-in-1, the blue lid. That is probably one of my holy grail foundations. It's a little funky on me right now just because of the summer. I feel like it's always better in winter, but because I'm so dry right now, that's why I'm using the Luminous one. Although, for those of you who don't watch the news, we have been breaking records for heat this summer, which is no surprise. I mean, like 120s. But the last couple days, we haven't, well, I won't say last couple, I'll say the last maybe 2. It's been a little bit cooler because I don't know if any of you are familiar with the Arizona area, but they have like a monsoon season, and it's like a pretty big deal. Like they do a whole countdown for it. It's like a whole segment on the news every night. And so we've had, it starts in June, but we haven't had any real storms yet. We had semi-storm last night, and so that's why we're a little bit cooled off. Today's high was only, I think, like 107, 108, which I'm sure some of you are like, only, but when it's like 119, 120, 108 doesn't feel that bad. But the only downfall about it is that because it storms, it's a little bit humid, which I'm used to just because that's how Maryland or DC was humid. But my parents are like, it's maggy. I feel like this lighting looks really weird, and I feel like this foundation is a little bit too light for me. This is I got the color 810, which is Classic Ivory. I feel like that's definitely not my summer shade. Sorry, we'll darken it up. All right, and then I'm gonna go in with my NYX HD Concealer. This is probably gonna be too light as well, but yeah, it's number 01 Porcelain. I'm not gonna do my eyelids because I'm going to prime them today because I'm using drugstore eyeshadows, which typically with those I need a primer. No shade, but so we went to swim class this morning. For those of you who don't follow me on Snapchat, or maybe you don't have Snapchat, freaking Aiden was like a huge troublemaker. We're past like the crying stages now, but now he like just does not listen to the teacher or like sit on the bench and wait his turn like the other good boys and girls in the class. So we have to work on that. I'm going in with the Model's Own. This is the Grand Finale powder. I love this powder. If you're in the market for a good powder, this was like, I can't even remember how much it was, but it's a drugstore brand. It's sold at Ulta. It's called Model's Own, and I love this powder. I don't know how it would do on deeper skin tones because even though it says translucent, it definitely has color in it. Like you can see, it's definitely like pale, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, I can't imagine it being transparent or translucent on deeper skin tones. So, but I don't know that they have other colors either if it says translucent. Like I can't imagine, I don't know, but definitely it will be linked down below. I had another idea for a video. Let me know what you guys think about doing like what's in my backup drawer. It's different than the products I can't live without, but this is like stuff I have multiples of, like backups. Obviously you guys know what backups mean. The only drugstore primer I have, or primer, the only drugstore bronzer I have is this Wet n Wild one, and I wasn't the biggest fan of it, but I'm gonna try and see. a little bit not the right color for me. This lighting I feel like is not doing me justice. Hopefully that is a little bit better. You guys, my son is in that terrible 2 stage and he is like mad. He has like a horrible temper. Not only that, he like, it's kind of violent about it. Alright, I'm gonna stop talking about my son because I'm sure there's like a lot of you that are like, don't really care about your baby, which I totally understand if you don't have kids yet. Or if you have kids of your own, you're like, dude, I deal with mine all day. The last thing I want to hear about is yours. Did you guys see that Macy's is having like this huge sale today? And it's also Prime Day. Is anybody getting anything for Prime Day? I haven't. I saw a couple of things that I may want for Aiden, but I don't know. I'm gonna go in with my all-time favorite drugstore blush. Excuse me. This is the Milani powder blush, the rose one, and my favorite color is the 01 Romantic Rose. My favorite color, I think it just gives that perfect like pretty color. It's like that mauve color. And then for highlight, I'm gonna use this J-Cat You Glow Girl. This is in the color 103 Pink Goddess. I'm gonna use a Real Techniques brush. I don't really have a ton of drugstore brushes. That's why I haven't really been naming them, but should have picked a different one. Like I have a ton of Wet n Wild ones that I love. This one's a little bit too chunky and glittery, but like I can literally see the glitter flying in the air. And something I've been doing lately, just, I don't know why, but I've been spraying my face before I move on to my eyes and my eyebrows. So I'm gonna use my Mario Badescu. This is the Aloe Cucumber and Green Tea one. So good. All right, I'm gonna do my brows off camera and I'll be right back. Okie dokie, brows are done. A little intense, semi-related. I'm gonna go ahead and prime my eyelids because like I said, typically with these drugstore palettes, just on my eyes, in my experience, they tend to not stay as well. Again, no shade. If you use drugstore, I'm not saying like, drugstore's a piece of crap. I'm just saying they don't stay as well on my eyes. So I am going to put on some of that. That was my Smashbox 24-hour photo finish. I don't have a drugstore eye primer, I'm sorry. Like I said, I'm trying to keep it as much as possible. Drugstore, but I don't have everything. Like for some reason I don't have any face primers or eye primers. And I don't have a ton of bronzers. Let me know of some good drugstore options for those items, if you would, down below. I know I have quite a few drugstore queens on here that they just love drugstore makeup, and I am totally down with that. So I have a couple of options as far as palettes go. This one Steph gave to me when we did our swap. This is the Wet n Wild Au Naturel, and I literally just opened it. It looks like there's only 2 mattes in there, which kind of sucks. This is something that I bought myself a long time ago. This is the Maybelline 24 karat nudes. The sad part about this is that the black broke. I've never even used this, and the black got all over the other colors, which just sucks because now they're gonna be all muddy. But it does have a matte skin color in it for me to lay down and set my primer. And it also gives me a chance to kind of clean up my brows a little bit. So I just went over it a couple times to get the black off of it. I was so bummed when I saw that the black busted, because it looked like a really, really pretty palette. I mean, it still does. It just sucks because all that stuff's all over it. But again, I think there's only, that one's definitely a shimmer. I want to say like 1 or 2 mattes in that one as well. So I think I'm going to take the mattes from this one because it looks a little bit more transition appropriate. I'm going to take this color right here and try and run that through my crease and see how it goes. And yes, I'm using a super bougie wing gauze brush for this. I'm sorry. But I can't seem to find my Mally one that I love so much. So I was trying to think of like other things I could tell you guys while I was doing my brows, because I feel like I'm a little bit out of practice. It does feel good to sit down and film again. I like completely revamped my beauty area and made it more into an office. Hopefully within the next couple weeks I'll be able to give you guys a tour. Just I'm waiting on a few things, but I do want to do like a office haul. I was telling you guys about that on Snapchat when I picked up quite a few things at Target. Was having a bomb sale, like clearance on a ton of like home decor, and it just so happened that it was like definitely my theme. There's literally like one other matte and it's this dark brown. There's one other matte in this one and it's a dark brown. So I don't even know what look I'm going for. I guess more dark brown in the outer crease. I need a smaller fluffy brush that's not dirty. And I didn't really get a lot of feedback on it. And so I don't know if you guys are like into stuff like that, like home decor, office decor. I kind of quit showing stuff like that in my hauls. I don't think there's a specific reason why, per se. There's not a specific reason. I just think I tried to keep it more towards makeup to see if that's what you guys wanted. But I feel like I have so many new people that maybe a new weigh-in is needed on what you guys prefer. But again, not a whole lot of people watch these videos, these chit chat get ready with me. Like I know my regulars like Jackie and Edith and Amy and Nessa and Beth, like all of you guys love, or that's what you told me, that you guys really enjoy these ones, these chit chats. So that's who I'm doing it for. But I feel like I should, like, do you guys think I should take, I don't know. I was thinking about maybe making a Twitter. That's a lot of freaking social media to keep in charge of. I mean, not really, because I kind of stopped doing Facebook just because I felt like nobody was on there. I feel like my Instagram does okay. I feel like that's a lot darker than what I was going for, but it is what it is. I feel like I want to use this NYX Cosmic Metals. I got this ages ago too, and I think I only used it once. And I don't remember if it was the best quality. I really want to put this gold all over my lid though. I was thinking about Twitter, because Twitter you can kind of make a poll and everyone can vote, but is Twitter going to be the same thing where not everyone does it? Or would you guys pay attention more to Twitter? Let me know. Or should I just put it up here? I mean, I really could do like a video and just ask for like votes. All right, and then to kind of put some color back, what I'm gonna do, I think, is take that burgundy, this one right here, and put that on my lower lash line. Hopefully it shows up the same color as it is. It's looking a little bit darker and not as burgundy. But what are you gonna do? I'm gonna do a winged liner using my Physicians Formula. What I could do to really put color into it is use this Infallible one. Yeah, I think I'm going to. I know I've done this already on my channel, I think twice, but I really like these Infallible paint liners, and it's kind of nice because they're so pigmented. They're really easy to use. The only thing I wish is that the tip was a little bit different. I enjoy the brush tip over the felt tip. I feel like it's easier to control and to get a more precise wing, but that's just personal preference. Other than that, there's like nothing. They're really nice. So I think since I did the teal on top, I'm gonna do this navy blue. It's called Overnight on my lower lash line. And then I don't have a drugstore mascara. I usually always have, my absolute favorite drugstore mascara is the Covergirl Outlast, the orange one. Lash Blast, Outlast was the name of the foundation. The Lash Blast, but I don't have one in my rotation right now, so this is the one I have open. This is a Tarte Lights Camera Lashes in the mermaid packaging, the limited edition one. So this mascara didn't start off the best was like way too wet, but now that it's dried up a little bit, I like it a lot more. I don't think I would buy another one personally. I know a lot of people, this is like their holy grail, but not me. Not me. I'm thinking about doing a second part. You guys remember a couple months ago, Shauna, Michelle, and I did a products I can't live without. Like, I edited out so many things because the girls told me that their videos were only like 15 minutes long. I feel like, I don't know if it's because I buy so much or what, but I have a lot of things that I'm like, I love. Drugstore and high-end, and like not only beauty but lifestyle things too. Like body care or things that I love to eat or things that I love to drink. Like, I would love to do another one of those videos. Let me know what you guys think. Like I said, I'm definitely going to keep doing Tutorial Tuesday, my little chit chats. I'll definitely do Sunday Funday haul and definitely story time. And then maybe like a bonus video every once in a while, like something different. Like, I've been telling you guys for probably years and I still have never done one, a skincare routine video. And it changes from like summer to winter to, you know, obviously daytime to nighttime, but I just started a new one actually. Like, I've added a couple more things. I don't know if you guys saw on Snapchat, I finally opened up my Belief box that has all the hydration stuff in it. It has like the Aqua Bomb, it has like this serum and also an eye cream. And I also am going to open my Caudalie. I was like finishing up my Philosophy, excuse me, my Philosophy stuff. Wow, this look is a little bit different for me. I don't usually do dark looks like this. I haven't worn one of these in so long. I've definitely been in like a makeup funk. Does anybody else get like that? Like, you just use the same crap over and over again? I'm gonna use this Katy Kat matte. This is in the color Sphinx. This is probably one of the favorite colors. I think I got almost all of them. You know what else I want to do for a video that's kind of weird? I kind of want to do like my journey in faith, which I know sounds weird, but I kind of want to do it. I was gonna like kind of talk about it in a chit chat get ready with me, like from when I was a kid, how I was raised to like having your own faith as an adult, and like, you know what I mean? But I don't feel like everybody's gonna enjoy that. Like, I kind of want to do its own video for people who are maybe curious about Christianity, or if you're a person of faith and like just love hearing other people's stories, or I don't know. I don't want any haters on it, obviously, but that's gonna happen regardless, I feel like, with a video like that. But I just feel like if I make its own video, you can choose yourself whether you want to see it or not, instead of forcing it on you. If you love these like chit chat get ready with me, like, girl, you're a Christian, good for you, you know what I mean? And I tell you guys all the time, like, I never want to shove it down your throat or preach to you. It's not like I'm quoting. I wouldn't even be able to quote Bible services, like Bible verses. Do you hear my son's fake cry? I think it turned out pretty good. Like I said, it's a little bit darker for me, and the lip is a little bit too neutral. It doesn't really look like I'm wearing anything. I might change it to something else, but I really seriously like the eye look. It's definitely something different for me. I never do dark, like a dark lower liner, a dark, I mean, the turquoise is really pretty, but dark eyeshadow, you know what I mean? And I didn't even do an inner corner highlight. Look at me stepping out of my box. So I probably should have had you guys in this far the whole time. Sorry. Give me a minute, I'm getting back into it. And I wasn't even really gonna do these anymore, but I am now that you guys want them. So that's it. Everything will be linked down below as long as it's still available. I'm sure it will be. I don't think I used anything that was like limited edition or anything crazy. So that's it for this chit chat get ready with me. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know some of your favorite drugstore products down below. Don't forget to recommend some bronzers and primers to me from the drugstore. Let me know. Love you guys. Oh, and brows. I had to use my Anastasia brow products, both gel and I use the brow definer. The brow wiz is a little bit too skinny for me.
feel like I'm getting maybe a little bit better. I love putting them on and like doing all these crazy expressions with them. Is anybody else like that? Like as soon as you put on your makeup, you're like much more like expressive. Anyway, I need to get off of here. I'm so out of practice. I love you guys. Please subscribe if you're not already, and I'll catch you in my next video.